Hey everybody, Shaman32 here. Welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to chapter 11 of book 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This one is entitled The Great Divide. Oh, what a day I'm having so far. Like my head, like low mood. Last few days, like mood crashes and stuff like that. Trying to get sorted out. I've had tech issues and stuff like that. It's really noisy with the rain and wind outside, so apologies if that comes through. I've got my desktop fan on at my laptop, so like just in case my laptop's overheating because it gets quite loud recently. And then as I was like adjusting my curtains because I tried to move my new stream light, because you can kind of see the glow right there, and one side of it came off the thing. I don't know if I can't tell if it's broken or not. So when my other half comes home, he's gonna have to check that. But it blocks as well as it can do during the day. Because look at all this light here. Apologies, but if it's broken, I'll just have to get new ones, unfortunately, and hopefully get some dark ones. Oh, I need them. Oh, sorry about that. My head's all over the place though because of that. And also had a meeting yesterday with my daughter, so that's still affecting my head. So apologies that the recap basically going to be really bad because it's my memory's bad anyway. But today it's non-existent. Like I can't, like I'm forgetting lots of stuff this morning, and I didn't have the time to go back and look through the whole of the last episode to get a recap. Because like sometimes I will, but I haven't had the time because I've still got to finish editing something else that was meant to come out yesterday that I wasn't able to do because of my brain. But I saw the icon and I like the thumbnail of it. And it had Jet in it, so that kind of refreshed it enough. Sometimes just the image, but I don't remember every detail off the top of my head for the last episode. I'm so sorry. It's just one of those days, and I haven't got the time to wait until I can rewatch the episode to do this because busy day today from tomorrow for 2 weeks. My daughter's off from school, so I'm not going to have any time during the day. So everything's going to be filmed in the evenings. It's all over the place. And hopefully my head can cope with all that. And plus next weekend, this is time frame for people who are watching this whenever it ends up on YouTube. Next weekend is late night, both nights, Saturday and Sunday, WrestleMania. They're not watching that. That's something me and my other half do every year. So that's going to make me even more tired next weekend. Yay! Anyway, Jet. I got what Jet was doing. But it's the way he just went too zealous with it and just couldn't see that. Like the innocents, he was fine with flooding the valley, killing those innocents. And stuff like that. Like, yeah, okay, there was Fire Nation guards in there and stuff like that. But Fire Nation is still like, a lot of them are bad, but they're still innocent children and stuff like that, you know? Like going out like massacre like he was gonna do just from flooding the valley. And then it was the Earth Kingdom, wasn't it? Like he had no problem with doing that. Yeah, okay, war, there are casualties and stuff like that, and sadly innocents do die, but not like when you can do it. Oh, God, he frustrated me. I'm so glad Katara didn't go with it. Oh my lordy. I love how she like got him wet and then froze him. Like I don't think we've seen the freezing before, have we? Unless that's another thing my head's forgetting. But that was really good how she did that. I like all the characters in this show. They're really, really good. Like I'm intrigued with all of them. I think Sokka's probably my favourite. But then my second favourite part is probably Iroh and Zuko. Like I'm so intrigued by that. Plus Iroh's adorable. He's so funny. I know there's more to him, but the character we're seeing now, he's so funny. And he obviously cares about his nephew. And of course, then there's Momo and lovely Appa. I still need a big Appa to cuddle. I really like, I'm freezing cold here. My arms are aching. I could really do with an Appa just to sit here, just like sit like this and just hug whilst I'm watching this, you know? Because he just looks so snuggly. I want to be able to go up to him and just snuggle him. Like I've seen an image of the one from the live action TV series. So soft. Oh. Anyway, my head is all over the place. We're going to get started before I go for more tangents. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Let's get going with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Sokka, you're supposed to put the tarp on top of the tent.
He has no idea,
so
obviously.
We don't get rained on.
Ordinarily, you'd be right, but seeing how it's the dry season, you're not. Besides, that tarp makes a pretty warm blanket.
But what if it does rain?
Yeah, like, I can see clouds, Sokka. I love Sokka, but...
You're infuriating.
He can be infuriating, I agree.
King of the tent.
Okay, listen, guys.
They're
Harsh
funny.
words won't solve problems.
But it does look very dry and barren, but there are clouds, and they do look a bit grey.
Sounds good.
Whatever.
That's a good
You see
idea,
that?
yeah.
Settling feuds and making peace.
Yeah.
All in a day's work for the Avatar.
Oh, common sense. Oh, Appa! Nah, Momo. I was gonna say, share it. Appa's like, I need the whole
Come on,
thing. I'm
Momo, that's
hungry.
fair. Appa's got 5 stomachs.
He's got 5 stomachs. Okay, yeah, he does deserve some of
There
it.
it is, guys.
Damn.
Great divide.
That's the Great Divide. That's incredible.
Sounds informative.
Believe me, he's more than a tour guide. He's an
Okay.
earthbender, and the only way in and out of the canyon is with his help. And he's taking my tribe across next. Calm down, we know you're next. You wouldn't be calm if the Fire Nation destroyed your home and forced you to flee. My whole tribe
Yeah.
has to walk thousands of miles to the capital city
Okay,
of Ba
Betty.
Sing Se.
You're a refugee.
Ba Sing Se. That sounds familiar. I know that name, that word from somewhere.
I'm saving a spot for my tribe, so don't even think of stealing it.
Where are the rest of the Ganjin? Still
Yeah.
tidying up their campsite?
Yes, but they sent me ahead of them to hold a spot.
I didn't know the Canyon Guide took reservations.
That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang. So
Hey,
unorganized and
calm down. This guy's very enthusiastic in his anger.
Who's ready to cross this here canyon?
One of them, I think.
I was here first.
I can't guide people who aren't here.
Exactly,
Guess
you have to
guys will have
wait.
to make the trip tomorrow.
Yeah, what did he think?
Wait, here they come.
Oh, I like their outfits.
And we've got sick people that need shelter.
Well,
We've got old people who are weary from traveling.
Sick people get
Why
priority.
don't you all go
over old
together?
Maybe you Zhangs wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
Hey, stop insulting each other. I think Aang needs to do what he was doing with Sokka and Katara now. Come on, Aang.
This is the Avatar. And if you give him a chance, I'm sure he can come up with a compromise that will make everyone happy.
You
He's
could
like, "Thanks
share
for dropping me in
the
it."
Earthbender and travel together?
Absolutely not. We'd rather be taken by the Fire Nation than travel with those
Damn.
stinking thieves.
We wouldn't travel with you pompous fools anyway.
All right, here's the deal. You're all going down together,
Okay.
and Appa here will fly your sick and elderly across. Does that seem fair?
Appa will help. That's nice. I'm glad of that. Right, oh shit, he's being serious. That's nice. That's a really good idea.
Sorry, Appa. You'll have to do this on your own.
And this feuding tribe stuff is serious business. Are
Yeah.
you sure it's a good idea getting involved in this?
To tell the truth, I'm not sure.
Shouldn't they have one of them up there on top to stop the elders from fighting? Because the way they were looking at each other. Ooh.
now comes the bad news. No food allowed in the canyon. It attracts dangerous...
No food.
No food? This is ridiculous.
How long's the walk?
Babies can go a day without food. Would you
A
rather
day.
be hungry or dead?
Let the elderly.
Now we're heading down in 10 minutes.
Let the elderly have it on top of Appa. Have they? Although they'd probably fight over it, wouldn't they? And that's why you use an earthbender. Shit, mate, help him. And that's why you, again, why you use an earthbender.
These people are fleeing the Fire Nation, aren't they? Gotta make sure we can't be followed.
That's a good point as well. Oh, help him, man.
We gotta help him!
I love that. I love Sokka getting straight involved. Fair play. Okay, just because they're Fire Nation and whatever. Not Fire Nation, you know what I mean. They're not Fire Nation. Doesn't mean that they can bend. Sorry, I keep forgetting that.
What was that?
Canyon crawler.
You okay?
And there's sure to be more.
Your arms, they're broken.
Both of
Without my
them?
arms, I got no bending.
Oh, this means Aang's gonna have to go hold of it.
I thought the whole point of ditching our food was so we wouldn't have to deal with things like canyon crawlers.
Yeah.
It's the Zhangs.
Oh,
They
shut
took
up.
food down here even after the guide told them not to.
What? If there's anyone who can't go without food for a day, it's you.
Can they go 5 minutes without arguing?
Sticking together is the only way to...
I'm not walking another step with the likes of them.
Well, then you can stay
Now,
here.
there's something we can agree on.
Any ideas?
No bending. We need to get out of this canyon. I won't die down here.
Oh, poor guy.
Ganjin's on this side and Zhang's on that side. We'll travel in 2 separate lines.
You just got to keep an eye on everything from above.
So you guys aren't gonna put up your tarps?
What for? It's the dry season.
Perfect one for him.
Exactly.
Besides, we like to use the tarp as a blanket.
Finally, someone gets
That's
it.
very accurate. What? That makes what? That's confusing.
No, but you can never be too careful, right?
This is weird how... This is weird. This is too weird how it's like exactly what they said.
So it was you guys who had food.
Oh, come now. You really think that tribe of thieves isn't smuggling food? Why should my people go hungry when the sneaky Zhangs are stuffing
Oh,
their
for
faces?
God's sake, you
Well-
idiots.
I guess it's okay if everyone's doing it.
No! That's not the mentality to have, Katara.
I bet you would enjoy hearing
I
some.
really know that voice. No, that is not the mentality to have just because everybody's doing it.
Jin Wei was an earthbender warrior who was assigned an
love that
important
outfit.
duty, transporting our sacred orb from the Great Eastern Gate to the Great Western Gate.
From the Western Gate to the Great Western...
Taking the
What?
orb from the east to the west.
Oh, Eastern. But I swear he said Western to Western. That's weird.
That coward Wei Jin knocked Jin Wei to the ground and stole our sacred orb.
So they have the sacred orb. Or that's what they're saying. That's what their stories said.
You can never trust a Zhang.
But they're going to tell you a completely different version of the story. And then it's going to really be something else.
The Ganjin think so badly of us, they probably assumed we brought food in and decided to bring food in themselves. That's why we brought food in. Our conflict with the Ganjin goes back over 100 years.
Uh-huh. I want to see their side of the story. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Jin Wei was transporting a sacred orb, a very powerful relic.
Okay.
Wei Jin tried to tend to the man's wounds, but Jin Wei insisted the orb was more important.
The wiggling of the eyebrows.
He was arrested.
Ah.
They sentenced him to 20 long years in prison. We Zhangs will never forget that injustice.
I don't know which one's going to end up being the truth, or is it going to be neither? And that's how, like, whisper sound like whisper from ear to ear type thing, where it ends up. Oh, at least he's eating.
Will these people cooperate long enough to get out of the canyon?
I don't think so, Aang. The Zhangs really wronged the Ganjins.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Katara, what are you talking about? Wei Jin didn't steal the orb. He was returning it to their village gate and was wrongfully punished by the Ganjin.
Not punished enough, if you ask me.
Okay,
Oh, for crying out loud.
let's get everyone together at the base of the canyon
Ah.
wall.
I want to know what actually happened.
How many times do I have to say it? Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right.
Yes, perhaps he is.
I really know that voice. They're going to fight.
Harsh words will never solve our problems.
Action will.
Is that Rene? That sounds like Rene Auberjonois, if I'm saying that right. That sounds like Odo.
And let this be the end of this rivalry.
You know,
No.
I take it back.
I don't know.
Harsh words aren't so bad.
Aang, you're going to have to stop them. God's sake. Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, he's had enough. He's had enough.
Is that Food? Everyone smuggled food down here? Unbelievable! You are all awful!
They are. Right, Ang, you can do it.
So hungry.
You can do it.
Egg custard.
His eyes are funny. Oh no. Oh no, they put them all in danger.
Oh no! That's a lot of canyon crawlers.
Yeah, because those idiots can't go without their food.
I don't care about this stupid feud. I just want us to get out of here alive.
Me too. I only took their side because they fed me.
Sounds about right for soccer. Shit. I thought that had actually worked. They've got help. That is so cool how she uses it like that. Okay. Ride them. I like that. They're basically working together. They're helping each other. I love that. That's so freaking cool. They're working together. That's so cool.
Now follow me! We're riding out of this hole!
I love that. They all work together then. Like even the leaders were helping each other. That is freaking badass. And then chuck the food back down there so they'll go back down after you.
Everyone, get off!
We made it!
I love... Oh, poor guy. And now they go back down. But they've all got those strapped to their mouths. How are they going to eat?
I never thought a Ganjin could get his hands dirty like that.
And I never knew you Zhangs were so reliable in a pinch.
Perhaps we're not so different after all.
Too bad we can't rewrite history.
And nobody could forge a new one.
Wait a second. Jin Wei? Wei Jin? I know those guys.
Yes,
do?
yes, we're all aware of the story.
No, I mean, I really knew them.
He did?
I was there 100 years ago on the day you're talking about.
He was... It just happened to be there?
First of all, Jin Wei and Wei Jin weren't enemies.
They
They
were?
were brothers. Twins, in fact. And there were 8.
Serious?
And most importantly, they were just playing a game. That was the ball. And the eastern and western gates were the goalposts. He picked it up and started running it back toward the other goal. But he stepped out of bounds. So the official put him in the penalty box. There was no stealing and no putting anyone in prison. Just a game.
You're saying the sacred orb was actually a sacred ball?
Oh, that's hilarious.
What about our tribe's redemption ritual?
That's what the game was called. Redemption. As soon as someone got the ball from one goal to the...
That's freaking hilarious.
Don't get me wrong, Wei Jin was kind of a slob, and Jin Wei was a little stuffy. That much is true. But they respected each other's...
That's hilarious. They were little kids.
I
And
suppose
brothers.
it's time we forget the past.
And look to the future.
That's freaking hilarious. Oh my god. He just happened to be seen it. That's hilarious.
Good to see you, boy. Did you
And he
miss
did
me?
well. He's a good boy.
Cannot thank you enough, Avatar.
Well, you know.
Oh, the slobber.
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
Nice.
That's some luck you knew Jin Wei and Wei Jin.
You could call it luck.
Or a
Or
story.
you could call it lying.
What?
I made the whole thing up.
You did not.
He what?
That is so wrong.
Now, where's that custard tart? I'm starving.
He lied about it all. Then again, he's the only it could make sense because he was alive back then. Okay, I want to see the voices. I need to see the voices. So I can't help it. This gets in my head every time. Come on, give me the names. I was right. It was Odo. But hang on, I need to go back a split second. I recognize that name too. But yeah, I knew I recognize him. I grew up watching Star Trek, and he's Odo. I loved him as Odo. He was hilarious in Little Mermaid as the chef. He's been in He was in a Star Trek movie as well, in one of the movies. Can't remember which one though, but he's hilarious. And Mae Whitman as well. I knew I reckon, like, I was watching it like going, I know that voice. Why do I know that voice? I almost didn't, like, I had a feeling, but I didn't want to say it. Oh, they got some great people in this. But, oh my God, I was thinking, like, that's too convenient. Like, it made sense because he was 112 years old. But it's a bit too convenient that he had been alive back then, you know? But that was freaking hilarious. That story. But the fact that he lied? And again, how can they prove that he was wrong? How can they prove it? But then again, they just believed, oh, he was 112 years old? Okay. Like, it got their fight over and done with. That's better than nothing, isn't it? Oh dear. I really do like the show. This has perked me up the way I needed, which is like why I like my head beforehand was like, I was just feeling so low and just so crap. I was like, my head was telling me, I really don't feel like watching anything. I barely feel like editing. I just don't feel like doing anything. It was that kind of frame of mind. But I was like, no. 1, I need to do this now, otherwise it's not going to get done. 2, this perks me up. It does. That's why I managed to get myself to do Red Dwarf, or film Red Dwarf last night. And I'm editing it now. I need to go back downstairs and edit it now. But that perks me up as well, you know? Like, there's just something about this. Oh. I was thinking we were going to get something about the comet, because it showed it in the intro bit. But I don't know how maybe this was broadcast in 2 parts. I don't know. The 2-part, like, season. Yeah. Oh, Renee is awesome. I'm sorry. If I rewatch, when I eventually edit this down to go on the main, like, mainly on the channel for everyone, I'll probably just be seeing Odo. And then I'm going to be, oh dear. Sorry. That's all I'm going to see now is Odo. But that was an interesting episode. It was kind of convenient-ish that both the tribe that Sokka and Katara went with agreed with what they wanted about a tent. It was a bit too convenient. But sometimes stuff like that happens because it was predominantly a kid show. So I'm all right with it. And it was still an entertaining episode. It was funny. And it had Rene Auberjonois in it. So I can't complain. But yeah, it taught it's every little bit, even if it seems like a side quest, is teaching Aang things. And I like that. But yeah, that was a funny one. And I'd love to know what you guys thought. If you enjoyed the reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you again for the next one. Bye.